Hi everybody, today I'm doing this pink and gold with a little bit of brown eye makeup look for you. And when I was brainstorming a fun summer look to film a tutorial on, I kept coming back to gold and bronze colors just because I think that, I don't know, that really reminds me of summer, but I wanted to inject a little bit of color in there too. I used two eyeshadow trios from Nyx, and I'd actually never used their powdered eyeshadows before, only the Nyx Jumbo Eye Pencils, which is a cream shadow. And this one is the eyeshadow set in Honeycomb, and this one doesn't have a name for the actual compact, it's just the individual colors have names, and this one is Baby Pink, Cotton Candy, and Spring Flower. So I'm alternating between these two to achieve this look, and I have to say I really like these eyeshadows. I'm definitely going to continue to use them and purchase more just based on my experience so far. I love the texture of them. They're so plush and velvety soft, which makes them really easy to blend together, and the colors have great payoff and everything. So I'm excited to try out more of these, and I'm going to get started with the tutorial, so I hope you guys watch and let me know what you think. So the first thing that I'm going to do to get this look is use a cream eyeshadow pencil, and I'm going to use a really pretty pink color that almost exactly matches the eyeshadow that I'm going to be using, and this is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Strawberry Milk. Don't worry if you don't really see a huge difference when applying it. It's not a super vibrant pencil, but you will notice a difference when you go to apply your powder eyeshadow. So after I've applied that all over my lid, I'm just going to blend it out with my finger a little bit just so the edges are nice and soft. And then I'm going to reach for my pink eyeshadow. And to start off, I'm going to be using this color right here all the way on the right, and that one is called Spring Flower. This one is the darkest of the three pinks in the trio, so I'm just going to apply that to the outer third of my eye and then blend it in a little over halfway, and I'm just patting that on with a large shader E60 brush. And I'm not bringing it up through the crease because I want that gold that I'm going to be placing up there to be really visible, so I'm just working with lid colors right now. And then I'm just going to flip my brush over and pick up the center shade in the trio, which is just a touch lighter, pretty much the same finish, and that one is called Cotton Candy. And since it is a little bit lighter, I'm going to apply that to the center and inner corner of my lid. You can just kind of tap it over the first shade we used just to get a nice blended look. And then I'm going to come back to this trio in a second, but for now I'm going to switch to the other one I'm going to be using. This color over here, which looks like just a very wearable tan gold. Getting a little bit on the end of my E35 brush, making sure to tap it off. And I don't want to mix the colors too much just because they are very distinct and separate colors, so I want to make sure I kind of planned it out ahead of time just so I know that where each color is going to go, I guess. So this one's just going to go right above the pink into the crease, and I'm not blending all over just because, like I said, they're very distinct colors. When you start blending a lot, sometimes they just mix together to make brown, and it just looks more muddy than anything else. If you want to, you can bring it down a little bit in that outer corner just so everything looks like it's one cohesive look, but it's just up to you. It depends how comfortable you are blending bright colors together. And then I'm going to do my highlight. For my highlight shade, I'm going to use the lighter color in this set, and it's a very neutral, it's like a neutral nude with shimmer, and I'm going to use an E50, a large fluffy E50 brush, just so that the shimmer is as toned down as I can possibly make it. And I'm just going to apply that to the area where I would apply my brow highlight and blend it down into the gold, just to blend the edges of that out a bit. And I've been doing that a lot lately, just kind of going back and forth with colors just to get a really ultra blended look. It just looks a little bit more professional, I think. So again, if you wanted to go back with the gold again to make it a little deeper, you can do that. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in El Dorado. Almost looks like a true 14 karat gold shade. And what I'm going to do with that, sorry if my chair is creaking, you guys. I've had to improvise since my little vanity stool kicked the bucket. So I'm just going to apply that all over my lower lash line, and I didn't show this in the video, but whenever you do this, you probably want to apply an eyeshadow primer down there. It's just going to help it go on a lot easier. I'm taking it all the way into the inner corner. And you can make it thicker. Just want it to be very noticeable, especially after you apply mascara. I'm going to make it thicker in the outer corner. And then going back to the gold shade we used in the Honeycomb Trio, using a short shader E20, going to lightly pat that on top of the eyeliner. Then I'm going to switch to an E55 shader brush and pick up this middle color in the Honeycomb set, and this is it's a medium brown. It's more like a warm brown. It has some nice shimmer, and it's just going to contrast really nicely with the pink. I am dabbing this on with the shader brush because I want it to be noticeable in a small area. And I don't want to use a fluffy brush because I don't want this color to go all over the place. I want it to be in more of a tiny area in this little diagonal spot right here in the outer third of my lid. I'm kind of filling in right above where the white part of my eye is. So first I'm going to dab it, then I'm going to flip the brush around and sweep upwards, filling in the space between the gold shadow and the pink shadow. And the best part about this is that it doesn't have to be super perfect. It's kind of a more painterly way of applying shadows. You're just going to dab around until you get the desired intensity that you want. And then I'm going to blend with an E40 blending brush. And again, you don't want to go all over back and forth. Just keep it in a tiny area and short little wispy motions. I'm going to switch up to an E30 pencil brush again and pick up some more of that medium brown, the darker brown color that we just used, and just use it to line my upper lash line a little bit. So I'm just dabbing it on like that, and just bring it down so that it wraps around a little bit into this gold down here. Just think it makes it look like it all kind of ties together. Then for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use the lightest color in the trio of pinks, and this one is called Baby Pink. It's a very soft pastel pink color, and I'm just using this E70 brush to place it in the inner corner. Then I'm going to use this really rich brown eyeliner. This is another Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner. This one is in the color Demolition. I'm going to apply that to my inner waterline. Then I'm also going to apply it to my upper lash line. Colors just contrast really nicely. And I'm not being super precise with this. It's hard to get really precise with a pencil. So I'm just getting the color on there where I want it. And then I can go back in with an angled eyeliner brush. This is an E65, but tons of other brands, this is a Sigma brush, but tons of other brands make brushes like this. And I'm just going to brush all over everything, all over the liner I just applied, just to make sure that it looks blended and soft and it's somewhat evened out. This is the Maybelline 1x1 Volume Express Satin Black Mascara, and this one is supposed to be a glossy formula. To be honest, I haven't noticed that it's very shiny at all, but I do like the fact that it's a very intense black mascara. So I'm actually going to use my favorite shimmer bronzer from Hard Candy. This is the Baked Bronzer in Tropics. And I'm not using a bronzer brush, I'm using a blush brush. This is an F10. I really, really like this bronzer because I think it gives you a nice apricot warm tint to your cheeks, and it's just a nice shade, but I don't want to bring it too far in because it's going to emphasize my pores, so I'm going to make sure to pair it with a blush so that I have some color going on more towards the apples of my cheeks. And this is another Hard Candy product. This is the Fox in a Box blush in Spicy and Sweet, and this is a product that I've been raving about lately. Just right on the apples of my cheeks, that way it fills in that spot where there's not much color. And then I'm going to use a highlighter from Lorac, and this is the Perfectly Lit highlighting powder in Spotlight. So just apply that to the top of my cheekbones, bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my chin. And since I did go for a lot of different products, a lot of different colors on my cheeks, I'm just going to go with a natural lip. And for that I'm going to use this NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss in Perfect, which is kind of leaking, but that's okay. This is a peachy pink gloss, a really wearable color with golden shimmer, and like I said, it just gives you a nice natural look to your lips. I always feel like the scent of those NYX glosses, the Mega Shine ones anyways, are kind of interesting. They kind of smell like mint bubblegum or something. I don't know, but I like it. I've grown to really like the scent or the flavor or whatever. But anyway, thank you guys for checking out this video. I hope you like this look, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!